fears of another COVID surge, that highly infectious new strain now found in a third state. The worrying images of crowds ringing in 2021, including members of the president's family, despite health officials urging pleas to stay home.
Some preparing to decide. Slow vaccine rollout. And questions tonight why one drugstore skipped over seniors who were supposed to get the vaccine first. The pharmacist under arrest. Did he destroy hundreds of vaccine doses intentionally?
Who received the expired shots. Outbreaks at supermarkets. Nearly 150 employees testing positive at a single Costco. How safe are essential store workers and customers? The major winter storm on the move. Drivers stranded.
In snow overnight, 50 million Americans in its path. For the first time, Congress overrides a veto from President Trump, and how Vice President Pence is responding to new Republican efforts to get him to overturn.
Elmo's important new mission as Sesame Street goes where it's never gone before. This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt. Good evening and Happy New Year. I'm Peter Alexander in for Lester. We start off tonight with the increasingly urgent challenges in the fight against coronavirus.
Growing fears that last night's holiday gatherings will compound an already overwhelming surge of cases in much of the country, and new frustrations that distribution of those vaccines that offer so much hope is still far behind schedule.
Florida has become the third state to identify a case of that new, highly contagious strain of the virus. We begin tonight with NBC's Miguel Almaguer.
Where the virus can quickly spread, including this one attended by Donald Trump Jr. at Mar-a-Lago. The backdrop of a carefree New Year's Eve coming just hours after doctors confirmed at least 4 additional
contagious variant strain of COVID. It's going to lead to a lot more deaths over a period of time, just because there's more cases. This is going to be a race against time as we try to vaccinate our population. For the first time, one of the new cases has been detected in Florida.
A daily record for new infections, officials confirmed the new strain has infected a man in his 20s with no travel history.
Third cases of the variant strain were identified in Southern California, where hospitals are on the brink. Have you heard anything?
Patients faster than we discharge them.
San Diego County, which is now reporting a record number of COVID deaths, one patient suspected of having the virus's mutation is hospitalized in a region short on beds. We're at this stage now.
Waves or surges or even surges on top of surges. We now are at a viral tsunami, with roughly 1 out of every 16 Americans testing positive for the virus in 2020. Tonight,
Georgia serve as a
We're stressed.
on the calendar.
Here in hard-hit Los Angeles County, if and when care needs to be rationed, triage teams at some hospitals are prepared to start scoring patients on their best chances of survival. Those deemed with the best opportunity at recovery will be the first to get treatment. Peter?
In California tonight, Miguel, thank you. And now to the vaccine and why millions of doses that have been distributed are not getting to Americans faster. And what officials are saying about a pharmacist accused of destroying 500 doses. Tonight, new bumps in the Rocky vaccine rollout. Kentucky officials revealing a mix-up at a local drugstore gave vaccines meant for nursing home residents to the general public. There's going to be mistakes. There just is. In Florida,
Up to 8 hours or more to roll up their sleeves for a shot. We got here about 7 last evening. And in Wisconsin, where a pharmacy worker was arrested for deliberately spoiling 500 vaccine doses, his motivation unknown. Health officials reaching out to more than 50 people given that the vaccinations pose any harm to them. So far, of the more than 12 million doses distributed to states by the federal government.
We think more intensively about how we are going to reach out.
Vaccination rates per capita.
Highest. In Connecticut, the governor counting progress.
End of next week. Here in New York City, a bold New Year's resolution.
The mayor conceding that can't happen without more money from state and federal government. We're going to need to go faster to beat back the coronavirus, to restart our economy, to protect people's lives, to recover. So far, New York City has
100,000 doses it's received.
a very long way to go.
You want to know why running on the treadmill 7 days a week doesn't work for you when you're trying to lose weight?
Widespread the virus has become among those who work there. Steve Patterson on the risks for them.
Video illustrates the risk grocery store workers face just by being at work. That's exactly what all these retail food workers are going through every single day. Across the country, more than 20,000 grocery store workers have been infected or exposed to COVID-19, including 145 workers sick at a Costco in Washington state.
Hard-hit LA County, more than 850 tested positive in the last 2 months alone, with outbreaks at 137 stores, according to numbers obtained by NBC4 Los Angeles.
It's so busy and there's so many people.
People in that environment.
Out.
Stay home as much as possible. People get tested, stay home, don't come in the stores. It's not fair to the workers if you think you might have COVID and then you're coming grocery shopping.
Steve Patterson. Steve, thank you. We're tracking a major storm barreling across much of the country tonight. Roughly 50 million people under winter weather alerts. The latest now from Ann Thompson.
The new year is off to a slippery start. Oklahoma City,